Hello, Michael Talbot-Kelly here. Thanks again for joining me. We're talking about the Purpose Formula, a PDF that you can download, or if you were with me last time, we talked about this Purpose Formula being our true nature plus our essential qualities, so who we are from the inside. Think about a pebble in a pond that starts to ripple out. The first drop of the pebble into the pond is our true nature. The next ripple out after that is our essential qualities. The next ripple after that is our natural gifts, things that our talents, our gifts, our strengths that we already have inside of us. Then there's the fears that get in the way with that. So it's minus the personality, resistance, fear, dragons, all that stuff. And then we talked about that this is all aimed towards a meaningful need in the world, whether that be autism or whether that be injustice or women's rights or children being protected from, age-old practices and cultural practices that just are not very liberating or empowering anymore in our modern world. So we're on the slope of Freedom Mountain. We've done self, we've done relationships, and now we're on the work to service. We're going from, doing what we have to do to make money, to pay the mortgage, to just, be able to survive, basically. And then we're talking about coming across this formula where we stand up inside and we start to deliver from the inside out, right? That's why we have to lean in before you lean out, right? So you get very clear about your true nature. We're going to talk some more about that in 2 secs. But once you start then to access that true nature, then that ripple starts to come out and you start to stand up, because now you're starting to deliver all of who you are and deliver that stillness to a meaningful need. We're going to talk about meaningful need. Just hang in there. This is all free training for you, and I'm, as you can tell, very passionate about this. So we're moving from, not so happy to, this is irresistibly delicious stuff, and you can't wait to be that person in the morning, to live into that every single day. So let's talk about this this image of this. I put this formula into a image that I want you to I need you to internalize it. I want you to kind of get it inside you as an image. We have thoughts, we have feelings, we hold on to images, right? Images is more soul, thoughts more mind, sensations and feelings more in the body. But this is now for the heart, or for the deep heart, the image inside of us. So I'm going to get my, use another piece of paper on top of this that is going to talk about this ripple, right? Being the ripple. We need to step into our true nature each morning. Remember, we talked about true nature. For you, it might be God, it might be Buddha, it might be Muhammad, it might be source energy, it might be presence, it might be nature, it might be love, it might be something, a mystery, let's call it mystery. Whatever that is for you. So this is not in any way to take away from who you are in your spiritual practice, or your religious practice, or your Zen practice, or anything like that. It's just a way of thinking about how it is that we can start to make a difference in the world, and how we become leaders, as opposed to voting in people that are uninitiated, that are starting to run the countries into the ground in an old system. So we need you guys, stepping into all of who you are and dialing into that. If you go to the temple, great. If you have a temple at home, that you have a little altar that you bow down to every day, or your whole life is around nature, and it's about being in that stillness, being in that presence all the time, right? We want to get you to develop, deepen that practice. Why? Because there are some real effects of you living from your true nature, right? From when you bring stillness to everything, you're starting to bring your essential qualities of warmth, let's say. You're starting to get access to your natural gifts. But from the beginning, it's a rippling out into the world, but we're starting from the very inside. So being the pebble means that you get dialed into your practices. And your attention is your life. You know this. Your attention is your life. Your attention is on screens versus on stillness. Now, nothing wrong with screens. Just keep it contained, right? But let's open up the aperture a bit around stillness and our presence, our mystery, right? So that we can start to really ground ourselves way down into that, right from the, like, think of a thread running all the way through us. So we start to stand up and we start to feel from the very inside our true nature, right? Our godlike nature. You know, we were all made in the image of God. We have this I amness. However you see it, I want you to kind of own this territory. It's like putting your flagpole in the ground and flying your flag, you know, the flag of Freedom Mountain, you know, and you know what it is that you're going to be delivering, you know, and who you are in the village. So it's just coming into that stillness, coming into that presence, coming into that natural great peace.